27 minutes past the hour of 9 on UN Radio WFM 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. Good evening. My name is Soomto Titilayo Ajanma, and I thank you all for joining me this evening, Tuesday, the 8th of March, 2022. How are you? I hope you had a lovely day. I welcome you to Adult Conversations, where we share real life issues and discuss matters relating to the heart. Here on Adult Conversations, you give advice by contributing on the subject matter without judging. Adult Conversations on Women Radio runs every Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11 p.m., because we are here to break the culture of silence. So if you have a story and you want me to bring it to Adult Conversations, please send your story along with your name and contact number. Send your story along with your name and contact telephone number to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Tonight on Adult Conversations, he is a serial cheater. He is a serial cheater. My name is BC, 31 and a tailor. My husband is 38 and a civil servant. We've been married for 6 years, pardon me. We've been married for 6 years with 2 children. My husband cheats a lot. I have sat him down a lot to discuss. He apologizes, but he goes back to doing it. I'm tired. Is it a spiritual problem? Please advise me. All right? Yes. So that's the story by BC tonight. BC is 31. She's a tailor. Her husband is 38. He's a civil servant. They've been married for 6 years with 2 children. Now, BC said her husband is a chronic cheater. He actually cheats a lot, and she has sat him down to explain some of these things too. To explain to him that it's not as easy as it sounds and all of that. But he apologizes and he goes back to doing it. He apologizes and he goes back to doing it. So she doesn't know what to do. At this point, she's asking, is this a spiritual problem that my husband won't stop cheating? Is this a spiritual problem? Please advise me. So the number to call is 07917 That's the number 07917 Yes. And then we ask that you send a text or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Yes. Okay. Going straight into business now. When you call in, please ensure that you turn down the volume of your radio. Please ensure that you turn it all the way down so that we can avoid that nasty feedback and we can hear you properly. To everyone on the group chat, thank you very much. And if you want to join the group chat, the Facebook group chat, all you need to do is send your information. Send your information to 07. Send your information to WFM 917. That's at WFM 917. And of course, you'll be engaged with and you know what to do next. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, and thank you again for joining us today. Thank you so much. Now, we cannot say that these conversations are not critical because they are. They are to our people that we know from school, to every single aspect of it. We've been there basically. So in the outro, the Imam says that he knows that the man is a better covering over the woman because he can protect and take care of her. Well, in this current situation, that's not very easy to say for anyone. But she does say that she's had a healthy portfolio and different projects that she has worked on. So yes, that's somebody that I can maybe definitely call and just make sure of their presence. And that's about it. All right. Well, thank you so much to Thank you so much to everyone who is listening right now. It's important that I acknowledge you. Thank you so much. I'm sure that tonight we'll be able to take an informed decision from the advice given tonight. She will be able to take an informed decision by the ideas given tonight. Said I thank you again and I hope you will join me. Okay, now let me clarify that. This is an interesting conversation to have that on, but I'm just going to talk about it because in the spirit of adult conversations Tuesday, basically in the spirit of March Tuesday, that's the whole of this month. There's just, there's that acknowledgement by a lot of people that, today is the day. Well, but that aside, this is still adult conversations on Your Women Radio, WFM 91.7. That does not necessarily need to change because I know that you and I are on the same boat. You and I are on the same boat. So there's nothing to worry about. All right. Now you can send a text or WhatsApp message, which I think you should do if you drink the water from the well and it doesn't go through. You need to be going out with people who have lost someone, just basically putting some work on this issue because it's not very easy. All right. Now going to the point here. This is BC. She's 31. She's a tailor and a civil servant. So that she's saying that for 6 years, I mean, she's saying that he's a serial sitter. And this is something he's been doing for quite a while. So call in and give some advice tonight. Give some advice tonight to BC. It's very important. Give some advice to BC. It's very important. All right. Well, at this point, it's up to the adult conversations family to call in and lend their advice to this subject at hand. Yes, the number is still 07000 or you can listen from any part of the world. Can listen from any part of the world on any of them or any websites. So when you call in, immediately you call. Yes, immediately you call me. And I just wanted to say, oh, okay, I can understand that and everything. So basically, I think to a large extent, it just, you people might have equal fault in the matter. But it only gets better. So just remember us in your paradise. All right. Joining the group is very easy. All you need to do is send your name and contact number to 0703 175 6537. Now, this part is so critical. When you call in, ensure that you turn down the volume of your radio so that your interior can be, it can be appreciated. So I'm just going back to say that it is International Women's Day today. Appreciate a woman next to you. All right, going straight into the story. BC is saying her husband is a serial cheater. Her husband is a serial cheater. She's saying that the numbers to call are 07000 So that is also an important subject. All right. Well, this is Adult Conversations on Your Women Radio WFM 91.7. It was definitely something that can be done or could be done at the time when it was done, but it would have been better to actually see this person come up with people as well. So yes, of the that's the whole point of what you do on Mondays to Fridays, and then Friday still at the office, obviously. So it's kind of a difficult situation that Liz is in now. She doesn't know if her husband is kind daft or if he's signing NFTs. We don't necessarily know what's really going on, but what we do know is the fact that the Nigerian women said no, basically, to everything that's been going on. Oh, we can't take this, we can't take this. We want better for ourselves. All right, all right, all right. This is Adult Conversations, where we share real life issues and discuss matters relating to the heart. Tonight, BC is saying she's married to a serial cheater. She said he has sat her down to talk about it, and she just apologizes, but she goes back to doing it. So he says, Megan, my friend, please advise me. All right, if you have a story you want us to bring, okay, there's that. No. All right, well, thank you very much. And let's keep the conversation going on. Okay, Adult Conversations is where to be right now. So thank you very much to everyone who has listened. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Well, at this point, there's not really that much to say. There's not really that much to say, particularly with the rejection and all of that. There's not much to play because it looks like there's a good result that has already achieved. So how do we do this? What do you think that Sarah should do right now? What are your thoughts? Okay. All right. BC31 and a Taylor. Her husband is, oh yes, the husband is 38 and a civil servant. They've been married for 6 years with a semi-detached apartment. And that's away from all of this, basically. All right. So it's imperative that we do what we can do, but at the same time, still give advice to what is right and what is not. All right. What else to do? Call in and let me know what you think about this. Call in and let me know what you think about the story being profiled tonight. Remember that it's by Kingsley. I mean, remember that it is not a palatable situation with a lot of people. All right. So when you do it over and over again, then it becomes serial cheating and then graduates to, literally no respect for the doses that this person is taking. So again, it's kind of a terrible scenario. Very well planned, very well executed, and everything. And it didn't disturb anyone doing anything. And I was a bit worried about that. But here we are now. So thank you very much. Please put your call through and tell me what you think about Adeswa. And the video, I'm talking of the video now. The video has, different layers to it. So I'm just involving anyone to basically just pray against COVID-19 and try to make sure there are drugs that will increase their vaccinations for much longer. All right. Well, thank you so much, CK. Thank you for this. Okay. And at this point, we'll play you this.
Movement to inspire and to break the culture of silence. Here is 91.7, the voice of women, the voice of women, the voice of women. 91.7, the voice of women, the voice of women, the voice of women. 91.7 WFM 91.7.
All right. So this is the point where you call in to give advice to the story being profiled, and that's BC's story. Call in and give advice. Thank you very much. 07000 917 917. That's the number to call. 07000 917 917. He's a serial cheater. So what do I do? And that's basically the question. So what should I do? How should I approach it? From one wood story, am I saying what I'm saying? Or what's the current situation of things? And I can't just I can't just let it slide. She doesn't know what to do, but at the same time, she can't act like she's never seen this before. So basically, this is the answer that she gave. Okay, that someone gave. Good evening, lady. Bible. Basically, it is far from spiritual. It is habits which were easy to form but hard to break. Don't be tired, be prayerful, for it's only longer will change him. All right, well, there's more of that. And then there's, according to adult conversations, the woman, according to adult conversations, she knows now that she has extra rights. She can be able to make certain moves, she can be able to do certain things. And it would be interesting if we had like people go there to give us news and everything that's happening, but we don't. So we just have to make do with what we where we're at and all of that with praise. So yes. Call in and tell me what your thoughts are. Do you think that this is financially viable, or do you think that it's an economic waste? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you very much for calling.
Okay. I want to contribute to what is on ground. Hello.
I'm with you. You want to contribute to what's on ground? Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. She should be prayerful. I think she should not quit her marriage. I don't think there's anything to be done, but to be prayerful.
Hmm. Well,
It
all
might
right.
change. She has a chance to change.
So she should keep praying and let God do what God will do, right?
Yes, yes.
Mm. Well, thank you
Mm.
very much. Thank you very much for
All
calling.
right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Hmm. All right. Well, I guess this says that not everybody wants, not everybody is against it, but at the same time, they're not quite for it as well. So it's just somewhere in the middle, and it doesn't really rub off on anyone the right way. I totally understand. So let us just stick to the instrumentalists and make sure that everything is going well. All right, call me up and explain to me why that is happening. So I don't even know what to say and how to say it. All I know is that this is a house. This is whatever it is, and with every day that passes, you're inching closer to leaving this place. So whatever it is that you can do to get that done to a large extent before going, then please care. Excuse me. This is 15 minutes to 10 on your women radio, WFM 91.7. Why do you think that this particular man in question is cheating on his wife? I mean, yes, why do you think he's cheating on his wife? Is there any specific reason to back that up? Is there anything sensitive to back that up with? Okay. So the results for that has not gone in or out, so to speak. And of course we're still here till that time. I'll just need you to contribute on this one because it's one that, as I've always said, this is definitely somebody who needs advice. People don't call into these kind of programs to not need advice and just keep going on. BC is married to a serial cheater. Where to go from here? Like where to see him? I just cannot really understand why certain things are the way they are here. But I think the most important thing is that we're getting it out there and all. So, in the spirit of International Women's Day, in the spirit of International Women's Day, um, Lucius, yes, is definitely telling her some things that shouldn't, she probably shouldn't really know. All right. Well, I'm having this entire conversation so that you can get some background story into Hodlord. In fact, I don't know what to say, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, but I'm not going to be around. All right, so call me up on 07000 917 917. Oh, so, all right, so Tell me, is of course the shuttle, is it hard there? So I don't make that same mistake a second time. Hmm. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, there's still a lot more conversation to go on, and all you need to do is send in your number. You know, all you have to do is send it, and you see the difference. So what are we really asking for, and how are we doing it? How are we doing it? Anyway, this is a very interesting subject and one I really want to hear people's minds on. So, I don't even know where to begin. That definitely took me off guard. All right, it's still a relatively complicated situation, but at the same time, it provides a lot of value for for whoever at the right point in time. All right, so I'm just gonna call the number out. I'm saying nothing this time, just to see how many people will call in. Exactly. So the interesting part of is that I actually did I did some. I think that's what she's trying to say. So I'm still, learning on the job and all of that. It's getting easier, but I definitely for art was better. Was better. Hmm. Why do you think he's a serial cheater? Why? Why do we think he's a serial cheater? And what is your advice to somebody who you with somebody who you think might want to like call you and all of that, you just block him across everywhere? It's a weirdly different situation over here. So yes, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Well, this is 1 minute to 10 on your women radio, WFM 91.7. And all of that is just for the let me explain. So what that so okay. The problem with our government is could be his spiritual. An interview could make him to be crunketing and to be everyone from my life. All right, so call me up and let me know what you think. 07000 917 917 917. All right, so come on in and make the call. 07000 917 917 075 3. All right, interesting situation there. Pardon me. Well, in the interest of course, the International Women's Day, which we're celebrating as well, it's important that the one for the law voice is also factored in. It's also factored in as a certain story script. So the research as to what has been done has or what should be done, she didn't say, didn't read. Anyway, let's see how that goes. Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so it's been an interesting conversation, still going on to 11 p.m., after which we can just talk about just general stuff. And okay, so you got to call in and tell me what you think. Please pardon me for all the pauses. Basically, I'm not feeling too great and I'm trying to sustain the conversation. So pardon me for that. Call in and share your instructions or what it is that you think can be done better. But just remember that her complaint tonight is that he cheats a lot. He's the one that cheats a lot. And that's what he's being stage name or his name. I don't know how to put it. So the best thing is to just come up with a certain way that you can reach him. You can reach to talk to him. I don't know whether you call, I don't even know. It's just important that that somebody makes it to that program. Yes. All right, 8 minutes past, 8 minutes to 10 on Your Women Radio, FM 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. All right, thank you so much. Affirmative action when it seems like things are not going their way, then is kinda. You would just have to let me know if that's the case, so I can tone it down a bit. If that is your case, just please let me know. All right. I think the most important thing here is the why, for which we don't even know yet. So why did he break up with you, and how did everything come together? So call me up, brother, on 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. Okay, so I'm quickly going to rush through some messages, and then I open the phone lines. I open these phone lines, and it's acting like the best thing. So it's a tricky. Okay, let me just take the next one then. All right. First things, let us realize that it's a different climate that we live in. It's a different situation with a different set of people with a different cultural beliefs. So all those things are changes. Okay. Well, let me know if you have any interviews or anything. Let me know. Let me know what time works for you. Hello. Hello. Interesting. All right. Well, this is so important that we discuss this. This is 10 minutes. Is it 10, 15 minutes past the hour of 3 on Your Women Radio WFM 91.7. And of course, interesting. Okay, well, let me just go ahead and just take calls. I have a number of messages here, and I'll just take some calls and then come back to that. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for calling.
Yeah. So my contribution towards that, I believe the law or the reason behind the cheating is not really a spiritual one, because cheating is just like every other habit that people do indulge into. Just like someone that stealing or used to betting. Imagine someone that is betting. Can one say it's a spiritual something? It's just a habit that someone is so much addicted into it that it will actually take grace of God or serious counseling for the person to see the effect of what he or she, in this case he, is doing. You understand? So it's not as if it depends. I don't know how much counseling or who and who has spoke to the man about the habit. Is it just about his wife things? Because sometimes if he's already about his wife talking to him, he might look at it as a woman thing, this and that. So he might not take it as serious, or he might say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'll not do it again." He will just see it as a game. he will still, when he finds his way or opportunity, he will still do it. But when he's sitting down or someone else talk to him and let him see or know the effect, as in the adverse effect of what he's doing, I think witness after some time or whatever, he might start giving it a thought. And at the same time, it depends on the approach the wife is using to follow the whole thing. And I don't know if though the man is cheating, is he still taking care of the wife and his family? You know, when the man is cheating, there are some things that are involved. Some might be cheating without even looking at his wife or his family. Why some will be cheating and still be taking care of the wife and maybe children and the family. So why some we look at it as if this is a main thing. Everybody does it, this and that. So there's nothing special about my own case. This woman should stop disturbing me. So in that case, the man needs counseling to know that it's not a way of life. It's not a main thing. There is adverse effect of it. If it not happen today, it might happen tomorrow because you have to let him know in the course of doing this cheating, if you pregnant another woman, what will happen? If you get a disease from this lifestyle, what will happen? You know, you need to know the effect of what he's doing, the adverse effect of it. Thank you.
Interesting. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Well, it's very interesting. The points that he made. It's very interesting. The points that he made, and don't forget that the story here is basically more about the fact that BC's husband is a serial cheater. So it's not necessarily that he cheats from that he cheats or that he has cheated. Rather, that's what I mean to say. It's not necessarily that he has cheated before, and that she's talking about something that has passed. No, he's a serial cheater. And he does this back to back. So while I wait for some the next set of calls, I definitely want to read messages because this is important. We need to get as many people want to say certain things about this. And this one is that birth of that this is that time where if there's something to say concerning this, particularly if you've lived through this reality before, it helps to give BC some advice. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. So thank you.
Good evening.
Guess my name. Let me see whether you can guess.
Guess your name. Okay, now let me start going through the archives in my head. Wait, Mr. Ralph?
No.
Yeah, I've cast. Okay. Mr. Darlington.
No.
Okay, you know what? I feel like if I keep going, I'm just going to make it worse. Just
Benjamin.
Benjamin, this is you don't do this to me when I'm on air. It's not a nice thing to do. This is not a nice thing. This is not a nice thing.
That's not today. Today I'm just feeling happy. I'm just overjoyed today. I don't know why.
Benjamin, you have done well. You have done well. Thank you for calling. Thank you so much.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for calling as well.
According to this evening, things that were profiled, I would say is of both ways, spiritual and at the same time physical. I would say so, in my own opinion, because of the geographical location of where we are staying, especially in Africa. Even in the West now, I would tell you it's a demon or troubling him. I just tell you simple, he's obsessed in cheating. Because if you remember one man that is a golfer, Tiger Woods, he cheated with 11 women. And he never went to any church for any deliverance or whatever. He only went for therapy and that was there. So, concerning this man's case, the wife has sat him down, talked to him. He never stopped. He continued. So that means that there's something composing him that he cannot stop. he will have to stop from the way the wife spoke, but he just find himself repeating the same thing again. So what I'm going to say is this is another advice. Take him to a deliverance ground. Let them pray for him. After that, let him now decide not to cheat again. Because it's a 2 ways. You can be prayed for and cast all the demons away. And the person is not yet determined to change. So that means that the person has this what I say character or let me say it has been part of him now. So for him to stop is somehow. But it takes determination to say, I don't want to do this thing anymore. I'm done. I'm tired. Get out. I'm over with this. So if the man has not got to that level of I've had enough, is one, it is excess with cheating. Two, it has become part of it. So the man should sit down and decide how to cheat again. That's the way out. So, but you know, let him to be pray and let him decide. Simple. But
Thank you.
Decide to keep on cheating.
Yes.
You continue. I'm telling you something. You continue to cheat.
Right.
Become part of it.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Benjamin. Thank you very much for calling. Enjoy the rest of your night.
All right. Bye.
Okay. That's Benjamin. And Benjamin is saying right now that even if he doesn't want to keep cheating, it can feel like it's something that he wants to stop, but this is something he has to keep doing because he's not in control. So Benjamin is saying, what I will advise is for you to take this man to a deliverance center or a deliverance ground where he can be prayed for and things can get better with him from there. And he also has to decide for himself that he's not going to keep cheating, because it is one thing to say that, oh, okay, I think I might be spiritually I think I might be spiritually affected by whatever is going on. And it's another thing to say, I'm deciding to stop cheating. So he says even when he has been prayed for, he also needs to decide